Thank you for your interest in Dynamic Dimensions. This will be a basic preview of the usage of the app. The first screen that we're going to show here is the user information. This will have space for your company name, the address, the phone number, email, and the company rep that will be sending in this measurement. This information will show up on every measure you email in. When you're done, you swipe to the left. That'll get you back to the main screen. We now look into our vendors. The vendors information that you enter in has a space for the vendor name, their location, and the email address that you would like this sent to. You can put an indefinite amount of contacts in here for whoever you may need. The information itself will also be automatically directed onto every measurement sheet, and this will be the information, the actual email address that your final product is sent to. We now start a new job. This is the main screen where you're going to enter in your vendor information, so you can pick back through that list and find the person you just added. It will also have room for the date that you did the measurements on. You can now enter your customer's first name, their last name, their address, their phone number, and then however you track your measurements, whether it be via a purchase order, a project number, or an invoice number. You can use all three simultaneously if need be. And again, all of this information will show up on the header of the measurement sheet so that you can easily clarify between measurements, both in our system and when you send to your vendor. Okay, now that we're done with this, you swipe to the right and this will get you into your actual measurement screen. This is where you can choose what products you're doing and enter the specific measurements for each unit. Everything's on a scroll bar here. As you can see, we've got doors, windows, shower doors. You can pick out specifically what you're looking for. In this instance, we're going to do an interior door. We are going to measure the unit size. And we'll go and enter some numbers for the width and height. The width and height are both entered on a scroll bar. All of the units are in inches and fractions of an inch based on a 1/16 scale. You now have an opportunity to enter where in the house you're doing this project. Lists a lot of different things, including numbered bedrooms and bathrooms, attics, stairwells, entry doors, side doors, etc. This will allow you to choose your swing, whether it be in swing, out swing, sliders for windows or patio doors. Again, you can enter your frame thickness. This shows your frame type. For both windows and doors, you have pre-hung slab, nail fins, and retro fins. This option allows you to draw a picture of what you're dealing with to give the ordering associate a better visual representation of what you're doing. We also have the availability to take a picture of your particular job site. This allows you to give an exact visual representation to your ordering associate of what you're facing on that particular job site. You also have a comment box. This allows you to make comments on whatever special things you might need somebody to pay attention to. In this particular instance, our customer has an interior door with a 10-panel light. So we want to make sure that when we order their replacement, it is a similar door. Okay, we're going to enter our second product, which will be a window measurement for the customer's kitchen. This time we're representing the window. We're going to go with the exact unit size. Again, you can enter your width in inches and fractions, and your height. You can make the notation that this one is in the kitchen. And we're looking for an XO window. We've got frame thickness and the style of window. We're going to do a new construction nail fin. We'll do the drawing again. Label it as an XO. Maybe put an arrow for somebody that's not sure what an XO is. Now, the function on the bottom will allow you to erase what you've drawn. You can hit draw and then draw back over it in case there's anything that doesn't seem clear you might want to change. We'll use our camera to take a picture of the project again. We're now back at our measurements. If you swipe to the right, this will get you to your labor estimate and materials estimate. We can go through and enter basic labor for our interior door, basic window install, materials, interior, exterior trim, other things that we're going to need on our project site. You'll also notice that there's an option for the tax on everything. For labor, we will not be taxing anything, but on materials we will. As you get down to the bottom there is the tax percentage box that is adjustable so that you can enter it for whatever area you may be in, and there are different tax rates. The tax toggle is there on the right. When you hit that button, you can go back and forth between being taxed and non-taxed. As you can see, when we hit the on-off, it will go from taxed price to non-taxed and then back to taxed price. Now, when you swing it to the right here, we've got our PDF preview page. This is the finished product that you're going to be sending to your vendor. The first page there was the measurements of all the units. The second page is your preview sheet for the measurements, your drawings, your pictures. And the final sheet there has your labor and materials estimate. So you preview through this, make sure everything looks right, you've got the correct numbers and the correct materials. Then you press send email to company. This will email it to that company. You can also send it to yourself if you need to access it later. There we go, it's sent to the email outbox. Now, if there was an instance where we had the wrong number, you can go back through previous jobs and look up your customer, back to John Adams, swipe back through the app, find the number that wasn't right, and change it to what is right. You can edit anything that you had done in the original measure and then resend it. Everything looks good, so you hit the send email and you resend it again. Thank you for your interest in Dynamic Dimensions. It is available now in the iTunes Store for your iPad and will be coming shortly for Android.